Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you for subscribing Learn and Grow your own YouTube channel. As I promised with you all that I am going to come up with new videos very soon which are related to education segment. Education segment we have many topics to cover, particularly for the teachers who are resuming back their duties after long break. So let's share with you one video which will be useful for you all, I'm sure, and it's gonna help you. So the topic which I have chosen for the teachers is the classroom management, a guide to skills that teachers use on a daily basis when keeping their classrooms under control. While being teacher, me as well, I'd been heading these schools, and of course, as a teacher, while you face many, you can say, challenges while you are taking care of your students. So to comprehend with those and to overcome the difficulties, you need to understand the classroom management first of all. So while now after COVID-19, once kids are resuming back, you are resuming back your duties. So a fresh startup, let me give you a few guidelines which are going to help you. Prior to that, there is a very simple thing which I want to request you is to subscribe, learn and grow with me YouTube channel. Please share it and like it as well. So let me share that what we are going to cover in today's class. There are three main aspects to classroom management. Content management, which includes lesson plans, organization, and the structure of the class. Second is conduct management, which involves behaviors, discipline, and classroom rules. Third is convenient management, which includes the environment that is displayed to the students. It speaks a lot and it is very important. I know while my previous workshop, you all had been asking me about it. In my online sessions as well, you asked many for the displays I have shared with you, as well as there are few which I am going to share very soon in coming up videos. So your comments are going to tell me what do you want me to share with you for your own learning. Let's start with content management. Start of the day is providing an organized start is very important. When you enter in your classroom, obviously your own presentation matters. If you are feeling fresh, your students are going to stay fresh the whole day. If you are a little down, obviously your smile will have an impact on their faces also. Likewise, by providing an organized start that allows student to focus on class time and then relax, in order to do so, provide calming music and a bell ringer or a brain teaser activity. A bell ringer is also good. You can use claps. You can even use a light music on your cell phones. You can keep Spotify with you. That helps because I am very well aware that all of you are well equipped and you can use such uh, easy to use equipments for the classroom. So it will make the class a little more attractive towards you because obviously for so long, particularly in this new normal, they will be resuming back to your classrooms after a very long time, and whatever they are need to be given more comfort and more relaxed. So these activities can be fun facts, a review of the day before, or even a look ahead at a future lesson plan. They should have enough questions to last around 5 minutes in order to allow all students to get into the class and calm down. Any shorter causes stress as students may not make it in before others finish, fear as any longer loses the attention of the students. This simple bell ringer would be good. Either find out what students already know about the states or to see what they have remembered after teaching the ideas. So bell ringer activity can have few questions. You can say how many states make up United States, how many states make up your own country, how many provinces are there in India, Pakistan, Bangla, wherever you are, in Tanzania, in UK, how many states are there, how many regions do you interact, what state do we live in, what is the capital of our country, what is our natural, you can say game, you can say flower, what is our state bird, you can if it is if it up is implemented in your area, What city do we live in? What do we study daily at home? List as many things as you want them to do so that they are engaged into something and they can say that, yeah, that's great. Teacher is not asking me the typical questions about my study. So during this activity period, they will get acquainted with you. They will feel comfortable while being in the classroom. Now let's come to the second part of content management, that is classroom organization. Guys, you all know that obviously while you sit or stay in a same state, so you feel uncomfortable. It becomes monotonous. In your own room as well, in your home, your room has got a different setup. You would like to change it time to time. Maybe after some months, after some weeks, you feel very much monotonous in it and it becomes boring. From that aspect, the classroom is your own domain. You are the king of your class. You are the queen of your class, so you can always make it comfortable and little changed so that they are happy to do. I have shown you three setups. As per COVID, you can leave some more space, but accordingly, you can use any of these. Because a way a classroom is arranged can dramatically affect the way students learn, from being in front of or being in the back or being easily distracted by others in the group. Each sitting arrangement has its pros and cons. Below are the three ideas for arrangements to try. Rows provide an organized look, but students in back are less likely to pay attention. Groups provide all students with others to work with while still giving them their own space and not making anyone necessarily in the back. A U shape allows all students to have a great view and easy movement for options for teachers. Likewise, you can even use a moon shape, half moon shape, that is kind of a moon shape or a half circle, you can say, that will make you feel comfortable as a teacher as well as your students to be very well, you can say, interactive with you. The third is another idea about the content management. These are the two very great two ideas. There is the one number one is Velcro seating chart is has many uses. It can be used for taking attendance, rearranging seats, and as an aid to substitutes. To do so, either take pictures of each student or print their names on a paper. Make a seating chart that fits the arrangement of your classroom and place one piece of Velcro at each seat. Place the other side of the Velcro on the picture or name, and there you have. So likewise, students can hang their pictures up when they arrive to class, or teacher can use it as a reference. Then behavior book. Many teachers now use behavior books to track students throughout the year, as well as to have ideas for parent-teacher conferences, meetings. You call them PTMs. Likewise, in different countries, it has different names, a bit different, but obviously the purpose remains the same. Students fill out a questionnaire at the start of the year in order to for teachers to get to know them better. These are all placed in the notebooks, then notes can be jotted down. Good and poor behavior can be recorded here. It's a very good technique. Another idea is to place each into a page protector that notes can be dropped into as the teacher takes them. So these are very good techniques you can utilize, and I'm sure you are going to take a lot of. Now let's come to the very crucial, very important part of the classroom management, and the section we are into is the conduct management and the rules. Obviously, rules are the first step of conduct management and important to every school and classroom. Every school has its own set of rules, and within each classroom has their own. Teachers can make rules themselves or use students to help, yet all seems to be derived from some basics. Misbehaving and discipline wouldn't be able to take place without rules in place. You will find difficulties. So let's come to the class rules, one of the very important area. Even you can give it a nice presentation in your class presentation. I mean to say how you will put up as a display. Basic rules are noise levels, turning homework in on time, respect for others, and paying attention. These are the basic rules. Classroom rules can be keep noise level at an appropriate level for activity, turn homework into bin upon arrival, keep all hands, feet, and other body parts to yourself. Like this is a habit of few funny students, like they are so cute, the little ones or a little elder also, to move them frequently. So this is to be given attention as well. Pay attention when teacher is talking. There should be no other talking and all eyes shall be focused. Likewise, you can even create them into the form of graphics. You can create some images which attract them, but make sure that your print is clear. And for those students who are unable to understand, the symbolic language works a lot. And this is the best way to. In conduct management, continuing with the discipline, another very important area, it's very important part of classroom management, yet shouldn't take too much time away from ready to learn students. Teachers can go about disciplining misbehaved students in a number of ways. Each must decide that suits them, their classroom, and the students best. Three strikes. The three strikes method is one that lets students know when they are doing wrong, see when they have improved, as well as rewarding well-behaved students. Each student is given three note cards at the beginning of the week and they write their names on them. Each time they misbehave, they must turn in one card. Those at the end of the week with all three cards get a reward, and others soon try to behave as to earn a reward as well. Three strikes is a bribe kind of a thing that tries to motivate misbehaved students to behave in order receive the benefits that behaved students receive. So this is kind of a motivation to the student. They'll start looking forward, that they will be wishing that, oh my God, he has got this reward. I also want to have that. Think sheets are a great way for students to sit and really think about what they did. Teachers and students can come up with a signal that students know as time to think. When the students that has misbehaved sees this signal, or he or she goes to a desk that sits alone. It can be a chair that is a lone chair, that is a lonely chair, takes out a sheet of paper and writes down what the problem was and what they can do differently. This allows the teacher to not to be occupied with misbehaved students and students to think about their actions. At times what happens, if you have got very funny students, I call funny students, who are a little mischievous, they are trying to grab your attention the way they used to do at home with their moms at times. So what they do, what activity they do, they engross into, you can say, hyper activities in which they are trying to make you feel that you should pay attention. So for that, they disturb the whole class. And we as teachers at times take a lot of time to adjust them, to get them disciplined. And in that time period, not only your allocated time for that subject is lost and wasted, other than that, the other students who are well behaved, they are observing you, how you are interacting, as well as they are making their own thoughts about that kid, maybe positive, maybe negative. So we need to work on it very seriously. Now come to the last second part of it, convent management environment. Environment has many factors starting with the school and classroom. The feeling students and faculty get when walking through the door sets and the mood for the day. White walls, ceilings, and floors are drab and tend to bring people down, whereas color can help you to lighten the mood. Students' artwork and posters help people to feel more comfortable and relaxed. So here I have shown two pictures to you. Which one would you like? You have to decide. You can share it in your comments when you will subscribe, when you will share and like. Learn and Grow with me, MK YouTube channel. So please write in the comments that which hallway you like the more and how you are going to get it. I will share the very easy to do ideas with you about the art and craft, about how to make your students feel more attractive towards their class. Convent management, teacher and faculty. Not only does the appearance of the school affect the environment, as does the teacher and faculty members' appearance and attitude. Dressing appropriately, making eye contact, and talking in a tone of voice appropriate for the situation all change the environment. Like when there is a birthday of any kid, if you are going to say it simply, happy birthday, it sounds a little different. But if you're going to say, happy birthday, how are you today? It's your day. So you see, through the tone of voice, you can really make a lot of difference. In coming up videos, I will give you examples. I will share a lot of stuff with you very soon, inshallah. Wearing clothing that is comfortable yet professional shows that you are there to be in charge and ready to teach, whereas stretch pants and t-shirts may give off a different vibe. This is I'm talking about you, that how we dress up as a teacher. Talking in a small voice when trying to get a point across doesn't work well as yelling in a general conversation sets a different mood than what you are trying to get across. Friendliness and eye contact also set the moods, rather it to be positive or negative, it depends. If faculty is rude, unsocial, students feel unwelcome, and if there is no eye contact made, they feel as if they aren't important. By making eye contact and treating others how you would expect to be treated, an attractive, inviting environment can be made for all to enjoy, and the classroom shall be an environment where they are feeling at home and they are enjoying their study. Some extra ideas: if you can't find one idea that meets your needs or the needs of your class, try combining several. For example, the three strikes method, I have given it earlier with you, shared in the video, and thinks sheet method of disciplining can be combined into one. Students can write on the back of the note card and turn it in it. The teacher can then take the note card and place it in the behavior book for use as parent-teacher conferences. Being written in the student writing, it has more meaning to the parent than to teacher simply discussing it with them. When grading, be positive. Using colors that are calming and positive, such as blues and greens, rather than red, as red is an angry, intense color. Rather than using X, that's a cross, to mark things wrong as they seem negative, use circles or check marks, since these don't seem as harsh. Finally, when writing the grade, put up the number correct out of the total other than the number wrong. It looks better to see 15 out of 20 than -5. So a cross versus a tick mark, a good, you can better decide. Experience and knowledge gained year to year, every teacher will eventually be able to manage their classroom efficiently and effectively. My combing all elements and creating a classroom comfortable to all students will accept their teacher and be better able to learn the ideas presented to them. Teachers must keep in mind their own thoughts and values while at the same time meeting the needs of their students. I hope this was of some help and we can all someday manage our own classrooms effectively with the way you are doing already. I know. I'm very happy to have you all, and I'm sure you are going to like it. Subscribe the channel for more coming up videos. I'm waiting for your subscriptions, your shares, and your likes. And your comments are more than welcome, please. So, thank you so much for staying with me. Take good care of yourself. Happy learning and enjoy teaching. Please subscribe the channel for more videos. Channel, I know you have learned the name. It's Learn and Grow with MK, the YouTube channel. I'm waiting for your comments. Take good care of yourself. Bye bye. See you in the next video.